completed the first chapter, that is type and the classification of the structures based on the structural form, that we have completed. Then the concept of indeterminacy. This indeterminacy, it is having the two types, that is the static one and the second one is the kinematic, that we have studied. Means the 3 points we have studied in the previous session, that is the classification of the structure, then we can say the DSI, degree of static indeterminacy, and the third one, that is the degree of kinematic indeterminacy. Now in the next chapter, what we have to study, we have to analyze the propped cantilever beam, fixed beam, and the continuous beam. So these are the three beams we have to analyze, or we have to study the basic method for the analysis of these three beams. Now before proceeding for the second chapter, we will revise what we have studied in the chapter number 1. Now, as I told, we have studied 3 points. So the first point was the classification of the structure based on the structural form. Now, anybody, can we recall? So what is the classification of structure? Anyone? आठवता है? Yes, Vaishnavi. Yes, Vaishnavi.
Sir, there are 5 types of structures: tension structures, compression structure, shear structure, bending structure, and trusses.
Very good, very nice. So that is the classification, that is the based on the primary action. Okay, now based on the structural form, based on its geometry, we have classified the structure in the 3 different categories. In 3 different categories.
1D, 2D, and 3D structure.
Exactly, great. So first will be 1D, second will be 2D, third will be 3D. 1-dimensional, 2-dimensional, and 3-dimensional structure. Now we will briefly see what is 1D. When length is more as compared to the cross section of the structure, when the length is more as compared to the cross section, that will be 1D structure. Then 2D structure, when surface area, when the surface area is more as compared to the thickness, that will be 2D structure. And the 3-dimensional structure, that is the solid structure, when all 3 dimensions, we can say length, its width, as well as its thickness or the depth, all 3 dimensions are equally important, then the structure will be 3D. So 1D, 2D, 3D. So for your examination point of view, so just you have to remember what is 1D, 2D, and 3D. So this is the classification based on the structural form. Okay. The second point we have discussed, that is the degree of static indeterminacy. So this is also called as the degree of redundancy. यालाच काय म्हणतात? Degree of redundancy. In some reference book, it is given by the capital R, degree of redundancy. Now basically this degree of redundancy, or the degree of static indeterminacy, it is the summation of DSI external plus DSI internal. External degree of indeterminacy plus internal degree of indeterminacy. Now that DSI external, it is given by the formula R minus E. Okay, where R is the number of unknown reactions and it is the available equations. Now mostly we have to deal with the plane structure, so this E will be mainly 3, means R minus 3, it is the formula for DSI external, whereas this DSI internal, it depends on type of the structure. Now basically, as we are discussing for the beams, so for beam this DSI internal will be 0. DSI internal will be 0. And that DSI internal, it depends on the type of the structure. Suppose for a truss, it is given by m minus 2j minus 3. So all that formula I have given. So just you have to refer that formula. Okay. Then third point you have discussed about the degree of kinematic indeterminacy. It is also called as degree of freedom. याला काय म्हणतात? Degree of freedom. So exam मध्ये येऊ शकतो. Degree of kinematic indeterminacy, it is also called as, the degree of freedom. How much freedoms are there at a joint, that we have to find out. And the general formula is given by Nj minus R, where N possible degree of freedom, J number of joint, and R are the number of reactions. Now these are 3 points we have covered in the chapter number 1. Now Tell me in single sentence, if I have to find out or if I have to know what is the degree of static indeterminacy in single statement, what is DSI, or what is the difference between this DSI and this DKI? यामध्ये difference काय असेल in single statement? Anyone? Difference between DSI and DKI, or we can say degree of static indeterminacy and degree of kinematic indeterminacy. ऑनलाईन मध्ये विचारू शकतात. डिग्री ऑफ स्टॅटिक इनडिटर्मिनसी इज 4 डिफरंट ऑप्शन. त्यातलं एक ऑप्शन काय असेल? डिग्री ऑफ स्टॅटिक इनडिटर्मिनसी इज इट इज द टोटल नंबर ऑफ अननोन फोर्सेस. This is for the total number of unknown forces. How many unknown forces are there? That is nothing but our DSI. Means this DSI gives us the total number of unknown forces. Unknown forces किती आहेत ते कोण देतं? DSI. And the degree of kinematic indeterminacy, it is the total joint displacement. Total joint displacement. Total joint displacement. You can note it down. DSI dash total number of unknown forces, internal as well as external, means member forces as well as the unknown reactions. And DKI dash total joint displacement. Total joint displacement. याचे फॉर्म्युले आहेत ते पाठ करा, व्यवस्थित स्टडी करा. ओके, ऑलरेडी दिलेले आहेत. Now in today's session, what we have to discuss in the second chapter, that is the analysis of propped cantilever beam, then fixed beam and continuous beam using strain energy method. Now in your MOS, you have studied this strain energy method. आठवतंय MOS मध्ये कुठे स्टडी केलेला आहे? Unit number 6. Unit number 6, you have used this.
Yes, sir.
Yes, unit number 6, you have studied this strain energy method. For which purpose? Yes, कशासाठी यूज केलं होतं सांगा? Where you have used this strain energy method in MOS. Unit number 6 मध्ये होतं हे. कशासाठी यूज केलं होतं strain energy method? Anyone?
So to find out the deflection slope, also the bending moment.
Very good, Suraj. So we have used this method to find out the slope and deflection. Okay. Now here we have to use this method to analyze the statically indeterminate beam. Statically indeterminate beam. So this strain energy method, it is based on the, it is also called as the Castigliono's theorem. Now that Castigliono's theorem, there are two theorems. First theorem you have studied to find out the slope and deflection. Now here in this particular chapter, we have to study the second theorem. What was the first theorem? First partial derivative of strain energy with respect to the force, we will get the deflection. This was your MOS to find out the slope and deflection. Now here we have to use the second theorem of the Castigliano's. Now this particular method, it is also called as strain energy method, or you can say Castigliano's second theorem. यालाच काय म्हणायचं? Castigliano's second theorem. Castigliano's second theorem, or you can say this is the theorem of least work. नुसत्या नावावरती पण MCQ विचारू शकतात. The analysis of statically indeterminate beam is done using option 1 strain energy method, option B Castigliano's second theorem, option C or option 3rd theorem of least work, and option D will be all of the above. So the answer will be all of the above. Strain energy method म्हणा याला किंवा Castigliano's second theorem or theorem of least work, one and the same. Now this particular strain energy method we have to use to analyze propped cantilever beam, fixed beam and continuous beam. Now there are three beams we have to study. This is first one, this is the second one, fixed beam, and the continuous beam is the third one. Now what is the similarity of these three beams? And if I add one more, suppose the beam is simply supported beam. This is hinge 1 and this is the roller. Okay. Now what is the difference between these three beams and the simply supported beam? Beam 1, 2, 3 आणि 4 मध्ये काय डिफरन्स आहे?
The determinacy and the supports, because in the cantilever you have one fixed supports, one support.
Okay, very good, very good. So main part, it is the determinacy. Very correct. Great. So simply supported beam, it is the statically determinate one. याचा DSI काय असेल? For any statically determinate structure, DSI is equal to 0. हे जे पॉइंट सांगतो ते लिहून घ्या. For any statically determinate structure, DSI is always 0. Here, DSI is given by R minus 3. So for simply supported beam, number of unknown reactions are 3. So 3 minus 3 is 0. So for statically determinate structure, DSI will be 0. Now here, so the first beam is propped cantilever. This is not cantilever. Propped cantilever manlela hai, not cantilever beam. One end is cantilever, or one end is, we can say, fixed one. But the second end, it is the propped one. Now this is the beam. This is the beam. Propped cantilever beam, where the beam is having one end as a fixed one, the beam with one end as a fixed and other end as a roller, other end as a roller. This is the fixed one, this is the fixed support or the fixed end, we can say, and the second support, it is, we can say, roller, simple, or propped, or the propped. It is also called as the propped. Okay, this is the propped. So the beam is propped cantilever.
Sir,
Yes.
only cantilever beam is DSI 0, na?
Yes, for
And,
only
statically
cantilever beam,
determinate. Only cantilever
DSI
beam
is 0.
without prompt.
DSI is 0. This is statically determinate. This is statically determinate. Now, what is the difference between this propped cantilever and cantilever? We will discuss. For a propped cantilever, one end is fixed, other end is roller. Okay, दोन सपोर्ट्स आहेत इथं प्रॉप्ट कॅन्टिलिव्हर मध्ये. अँड फॉर ओनली कॅन्टिलिव्हर एकच एंड तुमचा फिक्स असेल आणि दुसरा असेल फ्री. मग इथं रिॲक्शन किती आहेत कॅन्टिलिव्हर मध्ये? 3. आता मला सांगा, व्हॉट आर द अननोन रिॲक्शन्स इन केस ऑफ प्रॉप्ट कॅन्टिलिव्हर? किती रिॲक्शन असतील प्रॉप्ट कॅन्टिलिव्हर मध्ये? 4 unknown reactions will be there. 3 at fixed support, 1 at roller support. Correct. Means 4 reactions will be there at propped cantilever, and in case of cantilever there are 3 reactions. भरपूर मुलं इथं जंबल होतात. Propped cantilever म्हणलं की cantileverच म्हणतात, but that is not the case. Propped cantilever म्हणजे काय? Cantilever beam, it is having free end replaced with the roller support, or a beam with one end fixed, other end roller. दोन सपोर्ट असतात कॅन्टिलिव्हर मध्ये, एकच सपोर्ट असतो. ओके, सो दिस इज द प्रॉप्ड कॅन्टिलिव्हर. सो ऑन द डेफिनेशन ऑल्सो you may get question in your unit test as well as your end sem examination. Okay, next beam, it is the fixed beam. Now fixed beam, it is simple, name itself indicates, when both supports or the both ends of the beam, when they are fixed one, both ends of the beam when they are fixed one, that is the fixed beam, that is the fixed beam. Now tell me, what is continuous beam काय असेल मग?
More than 2 supports.
More than 2 supports. Yes, correct. Very good. Any beam which is supported on more than 2 supports. कोणताही बीम असेल 2 पेक्षा जास्त सपोर्ट असतील, that is the continuous, independent of its support. सपोर्ट कोणती असू द्या, more than 2 supports असतील, that will be continuous. इथं बघा, support 1, support 2, support 3. More than 2 आहे, continuous. Okay, so these are the 3 beams that we have to study. Okay, that we have to study in this second chapter using strain energy method. Now what we will do, we will study one by one beam. In today's session we will discuss what is the strain energy method. त्याचं स्टेटमेंट बघूयात, स्टेप्स काय आहेत अनालिसिसच्या ते बघूयात. Then we will see the analysis of propped cantilever beam. Okay, 3च पॉइंट आहेत, propped cantilever beam, fixed beam and continuous beam. Okay. So in today's session our main focus will be on strain energy method and the first point, analysis of propped cantilever beam. So the next point, it is the strain energy method. It is also called as the Cauchy-Glanod second theorem, or theorem of least work, or the strain energy method. or the strain energy method. So initially we will see what is the statement, that we will see. Now according to this particular theorem, the partial derivative of the strain energy of statically indeterminate structure with respect to the redundant action should vanish. Should vanish means it is equal to zero. It is equal to zero. Okay. First partial derivative of strain energy with respect to the redundant forces, it should be vanish or it is equal to zero. Now, as per this particular statement, what they have given, so dabba u by dabba r, first partial derivative of strain energy with respect to the redundant, it should be vanish or it is equal to zero. Dabba u by dabba r. Now that r is nothing but our redundant reaction. It is the redundant reaction, or we can say unknown forces. Now tell me, so what are the different strain energies are there in the analysis of structure? What are different strain energies are there? And strain energies are there due to which different parameters or which different loading action? Yes, strain energy.
Axial
What, sir?
loading.
Very good. First is the axial loading
Axial loading. Um, Due to bending
due to bending.
and uniform bending moment.
Uniform bending moment, it comes under the bending. Very nice, good try. So first, the strain energy will be there, will be imparted in a beam acyl. So there are different loading action. Okay, so the first action, it will be the axial load. First will be the axial load. Second will be the bending. Third will be the twisting, and fourth will be the shear force. हे चारच गोष्टी ऍक्ट होतात स्ट्रक्चर मध्ये. ऍक्सियल लोड असेल, बेंडिंग असेल, ट्विस्टिंग असेल किंवा शेअर फोर्स असेल. ओके, नाउ ड्यू टू दिस 4 different loading action, strain energy will be developed. Now tell me, if this, as we are discussing for the beams, this theorem we are discussing for the beams, so which action will be dominant here? आता 4 ऑप्शन आहेत, axial load, bending, twisting and the shear force. Which action will be dominant in case of beam? Beam मध्ये कोणते ऍक्शन जास्त असते या चारपैकी? कोण सांगेल, बोला. अनिकेत.
Bending.
Yes, very good, Rishikesh, Suraj, very good. So in case of beam, bending is predominant, bending is more. Okay, means the strain energy is there due to 4 different parameters. Charge strain energy आहेत, but in case of beam we have to study the strain energy due to the bending. समजते का बघा, strain energy due to the bending. का बेंडिंग घेतलं? कारण बीम मध्ये बेंडिंग होते. So maximum load that we have to consider, or the analysis of beam and design of beam, we have to consider with respect to the bending. So that's why we have to consider strain energy due to the bending. In case of truss, now if I replace this beam, if I have to analyze the truss, मला truss analyze करायचा असेल, in case of truss, which of the strain energy I have to consider? Truss साठी कोणती strain energy consider करायची मग? Axial, bending, twisting or shear force?
Twisting.
Axial, sir.
Yes.
Shear.
Shear force, no. So one of the assumption in the truss is what? विचार करा.
Twisting.
No twisting. One of the assumption of the truss, basic assumption काय आहे ट्रस मध्ये? कोण सांगेल? ऋषिकेश. In case of truss analysis, which strain energy we have to consider due to the axial force, due to the bending movement, due to the twisting movement or due to the shear force? कोणत्या ऑप्शनला टिक करणार एक्झाम मध्ये? सपोज नेगेटिव्ह मार्किंग असेल. Yes.
Axial.
Axial, correct.
Axial.
Very good. Very good. Sheetal correct. Richa, Suraj. Very good. Because one of the basic assumption, one of the basic assumption of the truss is that load acting on a truss are axial load. Load acting on a truss are axial load. UDL कधी घेतलाय का ट्रस मध्ये? नाही. All loads are the axial load. Means either it will be horizontal, vertical or inclined. Axial loadच असतात. So that's why in case of truss, we have to study the strain energy due to the axial load. Now in here, we have to study the strain energy due to the bending. And the strain energy due to the bending is given by the formula integration over the limit m square ds divided by twice of ei. Now this is the strain energy. This is the strain energy due to the bending. So based on this formula, you may get one MCQ. Okay. जे महत्वाचे पॉइंट आहे तेच सांगतोय, व्यवस्थित समजून घ्या. So this is the structural analysis. So first need is that you should understand the concept. Concept व्यवस्थित समजून घ्या. Then try to solve the maximum MCQs. That is our main focus. So this is the strain energy due to the bending. I will provide the notes also. Now we have to put this value of strain energy in this particular formula. So means for this particular formula, we have to perform the first partial derivative with respect to the r. So for m square, it will be twice of m. And for that m, the partial derivative will be da by m by da by r, isn't it? So this is the partial derivative of m square divided by twice of ei. So ds, it is the small length. I can say that is suppose dx. So this 2 will be cancelled. And what else is remaining? So m is remaining and da by m by da by r is the remaining. Means after this simplification, mathematical simplification. So what formula I will get? That will be m into da by m by da by r, or the integration will be as it is. Means here, if you have to apply strain energy method for the beams, if you have to apply strain energy method for the beams, so what parameters we have to find out? We have to find out the bending moment at a section, and for that bending moment, you have to perform the partial derivative of that bending moment with respect to the redundant force. And of course, that will be with respect to dx is equal to 0 as per the statement. So this first partial derivative of strain energy with respect to the redundant, it should vanish, means it is equal to 0. Now in short, we can say this is the formula. This is the formula for this strain energy method, or we can say theorem of least work. समझते हैं first statement, partial derivative of strain energy with respect to the redundant is equal to 0. This strain energy method, it is also called as Castigliano's second theorem or theorem of least work. This is the second point. Third point, this is the formula. Okay. Integration m by ei into da by m by da by r dx is equal to 0. Fourth point, strain energy due to the bending is given by integration m square ds divided by twice of ei. This is the fifth point. So these are the 5 points from this particular strain energy method. हे व्यवस्थित समजले असतील. याच्या पलीकडचं तुमचं एक्झाम मध्ये कोणतंही येणार नाही. For your MCQ examination also. These are the tricky points, or the we can say core concept. Okay. Now next, if you have to analyze this particular beam, any beam that will be propped cantilever beam, fixed beam, or the continuous beam, using this particular strain energy method, how to analyze? आता ही मेथड आपल्याला समजली, हा आहे फॉर्म्युला. मग how to proceed for the analysis? So what are the steps we have to approach? So next will be the steps to follow. What is the procedure, standard procedure for the analysis of beam? We will discuss one numerical on the propped cantilever beam. Then we will discuss what are the points are important as far examination point of view. Okay. So the step number 1 is that initially we have to find out the degree of redundancy of the beam. Degree of redundancy is nothing but the DSI. Step number 1 काय आहे? For strain energy method, find out the DSI. Find out the DSI, and it is for a beam. It is given by the formula R minus 3, where R number of unknown reactions and 3 it is the available equations of the statics. Okay. Then second step, we have to treat one of the reaction as a redundant. Now here, suppose the reactions are 4. In the propped cantilever beam, we will get 4 reactions like this. Horizontal, movement, vertical. Here also vertical unknown reactions. So there are 4 reactions. We can say 1, here 2, 3 and 4. We are having 4 reactions. We are having 4 reactions. Suppose the DSI is 1. DSI काय आहे आपला 1 आहे. So out of that 4 reactions, out of these 4 reactions, we have to consider or we have to assume one of the reaction as a redundant. Okay, we have to assume one of the reaction as a redundant, means consider the number of reaction is equal to DSI. Suppose DSI is 1, means out of these 4 reactions, suppose this is RB, I will consider this RB reaction as a redundant. RB reaction as a redundant means in all the analysis we have to find out all the calculations with respect to RB. ठीक आहे, 4 रिॲक्शन आहेत पण आपल्याला एकच रिॲक्शन रिडंडंट कन्सिडर करायची आहे. मग ती कोणती कन्सिडर करणार? इट्स अप टू यू. So there are 4 reactions. Out of these 4 reactions, you can consider any one reaction as a redundant. But star mark. So always consider vertical reaction as a redundant. Always consider vertical reaction as a redundant. Star करून लिहा नोटबुक मध्ये. In case of strain energy method, always consider vertical reaction as a redundant for simplicity in the calculation. Okay, this is the second step. Now third step is what? So we have to find out m and dabba m by dabba r. So this is the formula that we know. So for this formula, what is the need? We have to find out the bending moment equation. And for that bending moment equation, we have to perform the partial derivative with respect to r. So for that case, we have to divide the beam in number of segment. And we have to prepare the table format. We have to prepare the table format. जो beam दिला असेल त्याला आपल्याला number of segment मध्ये divide करायचा आहे or the small portion मध्ये divide करायचा आहे. So that will be segment or the portion. Okay, that will be segment or the portion. Then what is the origin of that portion? Then what is the limit of that small portion? Then at that particular portion, what is the bending moment equation at a distance x, and partial derivative of that moment equation with respect to the redundant r. Okay, so this is the table format we have to prepare. So when we are solving the numerical, you will get idea. I will explain in detail while solving the numerical. Then after this table format, we have to find out the unknown reaction using this our standard formula of the strain energy method. So here you will get the redundant reaction that you have selected RB. Baga, using strain energy method, you will get one reaction. Okay, RB, suppose we have considered RB, that reaction. Suppose you will get certain answer, suppose X. Now, initially there are 4 reactions. Out of 4, you have one selected for the strain energy method. Using strain energy method, तुम्हाला RB ची व्हॅल्यू भेटली. राहिल्या रिॲक्शन किती आता? 3 राहिल्या. Now tell me, initially 4 reactions are there. Out of 4 reaction, one reaction we have solved or calculated using this strain energy method. Now, how to solve that 3 remaining reaction? Basic question. राहिलेल्या 3 reaction कसं solve करणार?
Very good.
Very good. Very correct. Means 4 होत्या, 4 रिॲक्शन होत्या. एक सॉल्व केली आपण युजिंग स्ट्रेन एनर्जी मेथड. राहिल्या 3. मग 3 तर आपण सॉल्व करू शकतो. कसं सॉल्व करू शकतो? समेशन एफ एक्स, समेशन एफ वाय, समेशन ऑफ मुवमेंट युजिंग स्टॅटिक इक्वेशन्स और इक्वेशन्स ऑफ इक्विलिब्रियम. ओके, सो 3 पेक्षा जास्त रिॲक्शन आहेत ते आपण सॉल्व करू शकत नाही. मग कसं सॉल्व करू शकतो? युजिंग दिस स्ट्रेन एनर्जी मेथड. So using this strain energy method, you will get the redundant reaction which is equal to your DSI. So once you get this reaction, the remaining can be solved using the available equations of statics. Okay. Then finally we have to draw the superimposed BMD. So these are the steps. These are the steps. Now for your online examination, they will not ask, they kai vicharnar nahi, analyze the beam using strain energy method. So what they will ask? So they will ask first, what is the DSI? They will ask, what is the bending moment equation for so and so beam? In between step vicharnar exam मध्ये. So in examination, what they will ask? They will ask the in between step. They will ask this particular formula. They will ask the what is the strain energy due to the bending moment. Okay, so in between step they will ask. Total solution महत्वाचं नाही, प्रत्येक पॉइंट स्टेप बाय स्टेप जे कॉन्सेप्ट आहेत ते महत्वाचे आहेत. ओके, now we will discuss one numerical here. Propped cantilever. Okay, propped cantilever beam. Now what is propped cantilever beam? Sanga, propped cantilever beam, a beam whose one end is dash dash.
It's fixed and other is rolled.
Very good. आता एक्झाम मध्ये काय येऊ शकतो तुम्हाला ऑनलाईन मध्ये, अ बीम हुज वन एंड इज डॅश डॅश अँड अदर एंड इज डॅश डॅश, आणि ऑप्शन असतील चार. वन एंड इज फिक्स्ड, अदर एंड इज सिम्पली सपोर्टेड, और रोलर और प्रॉप्ड. ओके, तिन्हीपैकी काही म्हणतील ते, सिम्पली सपोर्टेड, रोलर और प्रॉप्ड, और दे मे से सिंपल. वन एंड इज फिक्स्ड, अदर एंड इज simply supported, or the roller one. This is the propped cantilever. Propped cantilever आणि cantilever beam मध्ये basic फरक आहे. Cantilever beam is statically determinate and the propped cantilever beam is statically indeterminate. In case of cantilever beam, DSI is equal to 0. Cantilever beam मध्ये. In case of propped cantilever, DSI is equal to 1. In case of propped cantilever beam, DSI is equal to 1. So that will be here. So DSI is given by R minus 3. So the unknown reactions for fixed end, it will be 3. Vertical reaction, horizontal reaction, and unknown moment, 3 reactions. And at roller, 1 reaction. So 3 plus 1, 4 reactions. So these are the 4 reactions. So 4 minus 3. So DSI is 1. So this is IMP. So for propped cantilever beam, DSI is 1. DSI काय असेल 1 असेल. ओके, इट इज ऑलवेज 1. एक्झाम मध्ये हे विचारणार ते. And definition. Now we will see one example to understand that strain energy concept method. So analyze the propped cantilever beam shown in figure. Okay, using strain energy method, EI is constant. Now here one end is fixed, other end is roller. This is the propped cantilever. It is subjected to the central point load. Central point load आहे. Suppose this is W, this is L by 2, this is L by 2. Okay, this is the standard case. We will discuss one example and we will see the various MCQs. Now based on this particular example, what different types of MCQs are asked in various competitive examination. हा point खूप महत्वाचा आहे. That we will discuss. Now first of all, we will analyze using the strain energy method. Step number 1 काय आहे? Find out the DSI. So here DSI will be 1. Okay, R minus 3, 4 minus 3, it is the 1. Now there are 4 different reactions. There are 4 different reactions, 3 here and 1 here. Out of that 4, we have to choose one reaction as the redundant. मला सांगा ह्या 4 पैकी कोणती रिएक्शन यूज करणार तुम्ही? RA, HA, MA or RB? RA, this is HA, this is MA, this is RB. Out of these 4, we have to consider any one reaction as the redundant. So we have to treat one reaction as a redundant. आपल्याकडे 4 रिएक्शन आहेत. Okay, we are having 4 reactions, RA, HA, RB, MA. So always consider the propped reaction. So RB I will consider as the redundant one. You can consider RA also, but for simplicity always consider the vertical reaction as propped end. If you consider RA, that is also fine. Okay, answer will be the same. So the second step, as per the steps to follow, treat RB as a redundant. RB as a redundant. आपण काय केलं? So this RB reaction we have considered as a redundant. Will consider as a redundant means in total calculation, in total our analysis, all calculation it will be in terms of RB. After this strain energy method, we will come to know what is the value of RB. RB ची व्हॅल्यू आपल्याला भेटेल. मग राहिलेल्या 3 रिएक्शन असतील, you can find out using the available equations Fx, Fy equal to 0 and moment equal to 0. Okay, now this is the RB as a redundant. Now next, table format. What is the table format? That is the segment or the portion origin, limit, m and dabba m by dabba r. Now what is segment? Now here A, C, B. Okay, there are 3 points. So we have to divide that particular beam in two small portions. दोन small portion मध्ये divide करायचे आहेत. So first portion will be BC portion. Okay, and the second portion will be CA portion. हे झाले दोन portion. This is first portion, or we can say segment. This is the second portion or the second segment. Clear? Now what is the origin of first portion? That will be B. What is the origin of CA portion? That will be C. Limit will be 0 to 2, 0 to 2. So what is m? It is the bending moment at a distance x from the origin. समजते का बघा? m काय आहे? बेंडिंग मोमेंट इक्वेशन ऍट अ डिस्टन्स एक्स फ्रॉम द ओरिजिन. आता दोन पोर्शन आहेत. आपला ओरिजिन काय आहे? बी आहे आणि सी आहे. सो दिस एक्स डिस्टन्स वी हॅव टू कन्सिडर फ्रॉम द ओरिजिन, फ्रॉम सी for second portion, from B for the first portion. And for that particular section line, we have to write down the bending moment equation. So for this particular section, here it will be right portion, only RB is unknown, anti-clockwise positive for the right portion. So RB into X, positive. Okay, and dabba m by dabba, that will be X. Then for the next portion, this will be X. So the moment will be RB X plus 2 and clockwise minus 20x, and dabba m by dabba r x plus 2. So this particular part I will again explain in the next session. Okay, I will share the PPT, go through the PPT and revise the previous chapter also. I will share some MCQs also. Okay, doubt असेल, you can WhatsApp me or you can call me. This part we will again explain in the next session. Okay, on Saturday. On Saturday, we will have some extra lectures also. Okay.